Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a rut, unable to achieve your dreams? Like no matter how hard you try, the universe seems to be working against you. Well, what if I told you that the power to change your life is already within you? That by harnessing the power of intention, you could manifest your wildest dreams into reality. It might sound too good to be true, but science is starting to catch up with what ancient wisdom has known for centuries. Our thoughts and intentions have a profound impact on our reality. I'm Mark Roach. Welcome to Transcendent, my platform from a perspective formed from a journey around the world through life, crossing a wide spectrum of human experience from high to low, as most people in American society define them. This channel is all about inspiring common people to find their power and place their uniqueness in their lives. Much of the research and understandings I've come upon in my journey involve biblical scripture, as well as that of scientists, mystics, philosophers, and exceptional people like Carl Jung, Wim Hof, Alan Watts, Maurice Nicole, G.I. Gurdjieff, Peter Ouspensky, Rudolf Steiner, and many others. Much of their work is not all that relatable today, but it is highly relevant. I've been updating it and sharing it here, hopefully to ease the way for others who also deal with complex PTSD or have a calling to pursue their uniqueness or have a friend or loved one in such a place. Some of my work feels original here, but these individuals deserve much of the credit. Let's start by defining what we mean by intention. At its core, intention is a focused thought or desire accompanied by a strong belief in its realization. It's not just wishful thinking or daydreaming. It's a powerful force that can shape our reality. But how does this work? Well, it starts in our brains. Our brains are incredibly adaptable. Scientists call this ability neuroplasticity. It means our brains can rewire themselves based on our thoughts, experiences, and yes, our intentions. When we set an intention, we're essentially telling our brain what to focus on. And here's where it gets interesting. Our brains don't really distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. Think about the last time you watched a scary movie. Your heart raced, your palms got sweaty, even though logically you were safe on your couch. That's because your brain was responding to the vivid images as they were real. Now imagine harnessing that same power for your goals and dreams. Recent neuroscience research has shown that when we set an intention, our brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical associated with motivation and reward. This creates a positive feedback loop. The more we focus on our intention, the more dopamine is released, making us feel good and motivating us to take action towards our goal. But not all intentions are created equal. To truly harness the power of intention, we need to set powerful, clear, and specific intentions. Vague wishes like, I want to be happy, or I want to be rich, don't give our brains enough information to work with. Instead, we need to be specific. For example, I intend to increase my income by 20% this year by developing a new skill and taking on additional projects at work. Research has shown that our brains respond better to specific, measurable goals. When we set a clear intention, it's like giving our brain a roadmap. It knows exactly what to look for and can start working on ways to make it happen. One powerful tool for setting intentions is using affirmations. These are positive statements that help reprogram our subconscious beliefs. For example, instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, you might affirm, I am capable and deserving of success. It might feel awkward at first, but remember, you're literally rewiring your brain. With consistent practice, these positive affirmations can become your new default thoughts. Another powerful technique is visualization. Brain imaging studies have shown that when we vividly imagine performing an action, our brain activates in almost the same way as if we were actually doing it. Athletes have been using this technique for years to improve their performance. By visualizing your intention as already achieved, you're priming your brain for success. Now let's talk about how our intentions interact with the world around us. This gets things really interesting. Quantum physics, the study of the behavior of matter and energy at the molecular, atomic, nuclear, and even smaller microscopic levels, has some mind-bending implications for the power of intention. One of the most fascinating concepts in quantum physics is the observer effect. In simple terms, it suggests that every time that the very act of observing a system will change its state. Now, I'm not saying that just by looking at $1 million, it will appear in your bank account. But this concept does suggest that our consciousness, that our intentions and observations can influence the physical world in ways we're only beginning to understand. The idea of interconnectedness goes beyond just individual experiences. The Global Consciousness Project, a long-running experiment, has found intriguing evidence that human consciousness can have effects that extend beyond our individual minds. They've observed that during times of global events that capture widespread attention, like New Year's Eve celebrations or major disasters, their network of random number generators shows anomalous patterns. It's as if the collective intention or focus of humanity can influence even seemingly random events. But you don't need to understand quantum physics to harness the power of intention. One simple yet powerful practice is gratitude. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we're setting an intention of abundance and positivity. This isn't just feel-good advice. Research has shown that practicing gratitude can increase levels of dopamine and serotonin, two neurotransmitters associated with happiness and well-being. This creates a positive feedback loop. The more grateful we are, the better we feel. The better we feel, the more positive our outcomes become. And the more positive our outcomes or outlook, the more likely we are to notice and attract positive experiences. It's like tuning your radio to a specific frequency. Once you're tuned in, you start picking up more of those signals. Now, here's where many people get stuck. They set their intentions, they visualize, they practice gratitude, but then they sit back and wait for the universe to deliver. That's not how it works. Intention without action is just a wish. To truly manifest our dreams, we need to take action. Our brains are wired for action. When we're inactive, our motivation and attention can start to decline. It's like a muscle. Use it or lose it. But when we take action aligned with our intentions, something magical happens. We enter into what psychologists call a flow state. You've probably experienced flow before, even if you didn't know what to call it. It's that state where you're so engrossed in what you're doing that time just seems to fly by. You're fully present, fully engaged, and operating at your peak. This state not only feels good, it's incredibly productive. Taking action towards our goals, no matter how small, builds momentum. Each step forward reinforces our intention and builds our confidence. It sends a powerful signal and message to our subconscious mind. This is real, and this is happening. And our subconscious mind responds by aligning more of our thoughts and actions with our intention. But here's the key. Don't get too caught up in the end goal. The power of intention isn't just about manifesting a specific outcome. It's about transforming ourselves in the process. It's about becoming the kind of person who can achieve that goal. This is where the practice of mindfulness comes in. Mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment without judgment. It might seem counterintuitive, but we're trying to manifest a future goal. Why focus on the present? But research has shown that mindfulness can significantly reduce anxiety and stress, creating a more receptive state for the manifestation of our desires. When we're constantly worrying about the future or regretting the past, we're not in a state to recognize and seize opportunities. Mindfulness brings us back to the present moment where we can take inspired action towards our goals. Moreover, mindfulness helps us appreciate the journey, not just the destination. When we're solely focused on a future goal, we miss out on the growth and learning that happens along the way. By being present, we can find joy and fulfillment in the process of working towards our intentions, not just in their achievement. This ties back to the practice of gratitude we discussed earlier. When we're mindful and grateful for what we have now, we create a positive mindset that's conducive to attracting more positive experiences. It's not about ignoring our desires for the future, but about finding contentment in the present while working towards our goals. Remember, the power of intention isn't about controlling every aspect of our lives or the world around us. It's about setting a clear direction, aligning our thoughts and actions with our goals, and being open to opportunities as they arise. It's about trusting in the process and having faith in our ability to create positive change in our lives. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize that harnessing the power of intention is a practice. It's not something you do once and then forget about it. It requires consistent effort and a willingness to grow and change. But the rewards are immeasurable. By setting clear intentions, taking inspired action, and staying present and grateful, you can begin to manifest your dreams into reality. Start small. Set an intention for your day each morning. Practice gratitude before you go to bed each night. Take one small action towards your goals every day. As you build these habits, you'll start to see changes in your life. You'll become more aware of opportunities aligned with your intentions. You'll feel motivated and empowered to take action. And bit by bit, you'll start to create the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, you have the power within you to shape your reality. Your thoughts, your intentions, your actions, they all matter. They all contribute to the life you're creating. So dream big, set clear intentions, and take inspired action, and trust in the process. The universe is waiting to co-create with you. In closing, I want to share a quote from the great Wayne Dyer, who said, "The power of intention is the power to manifest, to create, to live a life of unlimited abundance, and to attract into your life the right people at the right moments." You have this power within you. It's time to use it. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the power of intention, and I hope you feel inspired and empowered to start manifesting your dreams. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. What intention will you set today? I'm Mark Roach, wishing you all the best.